Hey Leo, how are you doing? This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Leos? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, Temperance. Major Arcana 4, Sagittarius. What's coming towards you? The Nine of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What you are focused on is the Five of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your blockage is the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your outcome is the Eight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, Leo, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have Temperance, and Temperance is about patience and harmony. This is about the deposits and finding a nice balance in your body, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, really coming home. And there is something about compromise. And as you can see, what's coming towards you is the Nine of Wands. This can also be about you are protected on your journey. So whatever it is that you think that you are stuck in, or there is some kind of limitation, you're not. So there is something about expressing some kind of clarity or truth, or catching your lucky break. This is, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of what? This can be an element of slow down, do things within balance and moderation, don't overextend yourself or stress yourself out. Come into a nice balance. So what is this? Temperance. And the Hermit. Major Arcana 4, Virgo. Well, the Hermit is about wisdom and knowledge. And you are packed with this knowledge and wisdom, and you need to express some kind of truth. This is also break. I need a break. And this can be breaking some kind of tie or some kind of knot. Now, this is a lot of thoughts. Something that has been going around and around in circles. Now, Nine of Wands can be, yes, protection here. You are protected by somebody who has passed. This can also be something about meditation, brings about answers and clarity. Or doing something singular or solo, especially with the Hermit there. What is this Nine of Wands? Nine of Wands is about boundaries. It is also a need for you to ask. So right now, in the blockage is a lack of communication. The Hermit's not talking. And your focus is the Five of Cups. Feeling at a lack or a loss. And this could be an emotional loss. And the Ten of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands is oppression or feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So it's asking you to withdraw from whatever is making you feel that way. And this Five of Cups is looking for somebody to blame or shame, but there can also be a blamer or a shamer around you. Because that Ten of Wands is, you know, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, or something about heavy. There's a heaviness, a heavy conversation, heavy paperwork. There's something here. And the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, Page of Wands is frisky kitty. This is also creativity, passion, and desire. So there could be something where you had a lot of, you know, passion or attraction, and over time it feels like it dwindled. Something here kind of fizzled out, because this is like a loss of passion, a loss of attraction, a loss of desire, a loss of confidence. But this is also still frisky kitty. It means you're limitless with 8 billion people on the planet to date, limitless with adjacent doors available for work and career, and limitless with relocation and or move. So what is this Ace of Swords in the blockage? You know, Page of Wands is always my starting something and needing to follow through with whatever. So you could also be saying, oh, I regret not following through with or keeping up with my paperwork. I regret not, I don't know, whatever this is. I regret not speaking up. I regret not asking for help. So what is this Ace of Swords in the blockage? I regret, I don't know, taking a break. I don't know. There's just something here. And the Emperor. Major Arcana 4, Aries. Also read that as Scorpio. Well, the Emperor is a person of authority. This can have something to do with law and order. Something that is not in your hands. Because as you can see, I'm also getting something about a handover, or you feel like you got passed up. Possibly for an opportunity, but closed mouths don't get fed. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. So there is something about a resume. I'm also getting something about a resignation. See how this person's going in and handing in this resignation. Now, this could be something that is on your mind all the time, but the Emperor can also be control. What is this Eight of Swords? Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison, feeling stuck, tied, trapped in thought. But this is also a situation where not all the thoughts you think are real. And the Chariot. Major Arcana 4, Cancer. Well, the Chariot is about stay on task and laser focus. The drive, the willpower, the determination. It almost feels like you have the e-brake on as you're driving. So it's almost like pedal to the metal, fast, quick. Almost feels like I want to escape whatever this knot is. And escapism can be good. Moving away from anything that makes you feel imprisoned. So what is this Temperance and Hermit? It's healing on top of healing. But it is also a situation where you might want to do something alone. And you are protected on this journey. You think you're stuck, but you're not. And the Three of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the Three of Wands is about plans in motion, plans in progress. Or getting on a plane, train, automobile. Something about travel and expansion. How can we compromise and expand this? I'm also getting something here as expensive. It's become expensive. What is this Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands then of what's coming towards you? Because that Three of Wands is about getting out of your comfort zone. Everything you want, dream of, and desire. And this could also be something about getting out of the city, because the Chariot is always leaving the city behind. I want to leave all this behind. Nine of Wands. Blocking anything that is one-sided. And the High Priestess. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. I'll also read that as Cancer. You do have the Hermit and the High Priestess. So what is this Five of Cups and the Page of Wands? This could be disappointing news. And the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, so what is this Ace of Swords and Emperor? Something here that's not in your hands, or you have somebody around you who weaponizes communication. So this person either doesn't talk to you, doesn't speak to you, so that they can keep that control. Because Page of Swords is, yes, communication that is necessary to get off your chest. It might be hard for another individual to hear, or communication that's coming to you, and it might be hard for you to hear, but it's necessary. Page of Swords and Page of Wands can also be children. So there is something about like childcare and children being involved. Something here got expensive. I'm also getting something about like it's leading to the detriment of your own health though. It's too expensive for you to stay. I'm also getting something is over budget. Like the company. So what is this? Ace of Swords and the Emperor. And the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the Seven of Wands is Leo energy. So there's something about what you resist persists. So until you can admit the truth, because it's almost like I don't want to express how I really feel. But the Seven of Wands is being caught off guard or by surprise. Or Leo, one or two things here is a priority to you. The rest is noise, projections, and obligations. It means people are throwing obligations onto you and you are willing to take this extra burden on when it's not your responsibility in the first place. Seven of Wands can also be dealing with somebody who is very defensive and defiant. So this person, you cannot hold accountability or responsibility. You could scream your head off and this person still doesn't get it. Because as you can see, there's a person's like, huh? What? Right? You're sick and tired of standing up for a person. Or there is something about standing up to adversity, standing up to authority. Now, this can also be something about father or a need for you to take back your power. So where did you let go of who you were? Because the Page of Swords is, yes, my obnoxious brat in the tarot. It's somebody who talks, but their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. So you could also be in a place of like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired at my job. That's you talking, right? But you do nothing to go apply to a different job. So then again, what you resist persists, and you're like looking for somebody to blame or shame, or somebody's doing this to you. Because the Eight of Swords and the Chariot is your outcome. But again, not talking about the situation, or not talking that you're already carrying a one-sided dynamic, or feel like something here is one-sided. And again, closed mouths won't get fed. Page of Swords can also be an element of somebody who is in a place of slander or jealous. Jealousy and envy. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah, see how it's like stress, frustration, the mental mind. And that Nine of Wands, you have two Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which all are boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, and boundaries. I'm also getting something about like you need to go out of bounds. Knight of Cups. Pursue something that makes you happy and what floats your boat. Because the High Priestess here is secrecy and mystery or quiet. There's like not enough conversations, but when conversations come up, they're very immature and shallow. So that's why you're not making a lot of headway with this person. So there's superficial. Or you could ask this person, hey, did you finish that report? And they're like, father figure, makes a great dad, divine masculine, strength, and protection. So this could be something of a father, or maybe you are a father here. But there is a little bit of blaming and shaming, or something here became really expensive. I'm also getting a situation where needing to conversate more and talk about it. Because especially with the Emperor and the blockage, the Emperor is, yes, firm and fair decisions, but it also could be somebody who is very rigid and controlling. And, you know, the Seven of Wands here, maybe you've been a little bit stubborn or defiant. Or a person around you, very hard to work with. Could be dealing with another Leo. This person might also think that they're above the law. Legal matters, marriage license, divorce papers, and getting a lawyer. Yeah, something could be very costly if there isn't enough expressing. So not this coming from a place of verbal diarrhea, of being blunt and pissed off, because when you do that, it damages more of the relationship. That Ace of Swords is, I just want to break this contract. I want to break ties. Walking away, being done, relationship ending, and learning the lesson. Yeah, and what is it that you learned? Well, staying too long in a circumstance, job situation, like let's just say that you work with family and you're like, I stayed too long. The lesson that I'm learning from this, instead of blaming and shaming of why did I stay in this so long, or blaming and shaming another person, just be like, why didn't you leave sooner, right? So what is the lesson that you're learning from that? Because we all have free will and choice. And then we hear people make excuses. Oh, no, I don't have a choice. You do. There's always an out. But when conversations are low, nobody knows that you need help. So closed mouths don't get fed. So needing to vocalize and conversate a little bit more, coming from a place of I don't feel supported in this situation. And you can Google that as well if you're having a really hard time communicating or to get the words out. You can YouTube anything of like how to be a better communicator and stop being so triggered and fired up about a situation, or allowing this person to trigger you. Because if a person can still trigger you, this person owns you. Just know that, right? I feel you leaving me behind. I feel you leaving me behind. Somebody wants to keep you stuck in this knot, but you could just be like, see, someone's like stressing and wanting, and this, look at this. There's the knot, right? And this is something that has been keeping you in a prison. Maybe it's just your thoughts. Well, you resist, persist, or this is, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And you're like, this is not for me. Leaving something behind. Maybe you feel like you've been left behind, but you're not. I wish I could share my good news with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. Yeah, Page of Cups, or sorry, Page of Swords is good news, like some kind of information that you want to talk about, but it might be hard for another individual to hear. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, and it says learned lessons, learned lessons. I can't stop thinking about you. So there's a person who thinks about you a lot. Could be a fire sign. I hid who I really am from you. I hid who I really am from you. Okay, so then there is no authenticity. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. You could also be going to some kind of spiritual retreat or somewhere where there is elephants. Your spirit can't be broken. Dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion and or hair. You could be the dark woman or you're dealing with one. Wishbone or broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Bull, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So in the blockage is the Seven of Wands. That's about standing up to a bully, standing up to a naysayer, or standing up for adversity. So there's something about an adverse effect as well. This is having a negative adverse effect on you, but there's still something about like not having or expressing your truth of the matter, because there's something about hiding. Older woman, dealings or relationship with an older woman. Well, you do have the Chariot, so there could be something about going towards this older woman. Could be going to live with your mother or something. Just temporary to get you out of this knot. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. And Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. But then you also have this Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Well, in the blockage is the Emperor and the Ace of Swords. This could be a person of authority or somebody who owns their own business, but this person has a lot of power, or you think this person has a lot of power. Can't hold somebody responsible, or they're too defiant. So even if you hold this person accountable or responsible for their actions, they're still not going to own up to them because their pride and ego is in the way. Leo, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.